Aries, hey, how are you? My name is Antoine, and I want to welcome you or welcome you back to the House of Luminance. Aries, let's go ahead and get right on into your energies in love and romance. What's going on for my Aries during this time? Whenever you're guided to this message, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or anyone that is connected to an Aries, what's the energy for you? Okay, so we do have separate or separate, however you want to read it. All right. So there is some distance somewhere here in a connection, or maybe you feel as though there's just a piece missing. Okay. You could possibly be feeling not whole. Under the deck here, we have relationship. So, Aries, I definitely feel like this could indicate some significant break between you and another person in a connection, in a relationship. Okay. Maybe someone that you want a relationship with or that you wanted a relationship with. Um, but for whatever reason, the circumstances permitted you all to need to separate. It could be where there is literal distance and you just feel like a part of them is missing because they're not right there, right? Even though there may be communication, there still may be a connection in that way. But for others of you, if it's a little bit more dramatic than that, then I definitely feel like in spite of that separation or that actual breakup between you two, this card here still suggests to me that there is still a connection that's there that may not be broken, even though the relationship is broken. So let's go ahead and pull some tarot and decide what the energy looks like. Like I said, for some of you, it could resonate to you just being apart from each other and feeling like, just missing that person. And others of you, this is where you're literally broken up with this person, but there's still a bond. There's still some sort of connection. All right. This is going to be the last shuffle, I promise. Okay. Okay. So we have the Page of Swords. Hmm. What is being communicated to you during this time, right? Aries, are you in communication with this person? With this Page of Swords energy here over the separate card. So are you even in communication with this person anymore? Hmm. Okay, so the Ten of Wands. So Aries, I definitely get the feeling that for many of you, you are like using whatever this time is to maybe keep yourself busy. All right, like doing it could literally just be busy work, right? Just to keep yourself preoccupied. Um, Others of you, though, I just feel like Aries, you still are actually focusing on things that you're actually responsible for, right? That still are weights to carry in your world, right? You're dealing with those things. So a part of you really hasn't even had a chance to even communicate something to someone if you wanted to. Or maybe if they are trying to communicate to you, Aries, you may not even be receptive to what they're saying because you're so tied up in other things. Okay. The temperance energy here, Aries, I feel like for you, it feels like in order for, like, this is what you have to do in order to, like, maintain peace, to maintain, like, stability and balance within your environment. In fact, like, it feels very zen for you, Aries, in this moment of separation. You could possibly be feeling like, hey, this is the most peaceful that I've been in a while. Where it does feel like that could have been like on an emotional level here, for sure. You're feeling like this is the most peaceful you felt in a minute. Maybe because of the fact that you're not hearing from this person or you're not hearing much from this person. Mm. Okay. I feel like what's happening here is that someone is trying to communicate with you with the page of I'm sorry, with the Knight of Swords. Someone is trying to communicate to something to you urgently or they want to. But I don't think that you're necessarily open to receiving this communication here, Aries. Maybe, I mean, you still love them. There's still a connection here. But there's also, this feeling of needing to kind of shut down, kind of withdraw. Maybe even avoid the situation altogether. But it's you're doing it just to maintain balance within your environment. Okay. So I definitely see how this could be working out here, how this situation could be feeling towards you or even towards them, Aries, about you, because it could go either way. Under the deck, we do have the 10 of Swords. Wow, Aries. So you could be in a space like where you're thinking like, dang, was this ever even meant to work out? Or you could be in a space of where you're feeling like, how come every time I try to have something with someone, it doesn't work out the way I want it to? You end up you end up having to carry all of the weight. Excuse me. You end up being the one having to carry all of the baggage in the situation. And so, of course, I would definitely want to separate myself from this two Aries. Yeah, and then under the deck from there is the Four of Swords energy. So I don't really see you, Aries, trying to. I don't really see you trying to make something work here with this person, even though you feel a connection. I feel like you're trying to keep this connection. You're trying to keep the connection severed, and maybe that could. I mean, that could be based off of how you feel towards them, or just how you feel within yourself. Okay. It may not necessarily be based off of what they did or how they behaved or who they were. It's more so based off of just you and whatever you're going through or burdened with within your own personal self. All right, let's continue. So there's your card right here, the Emperor for sure, Aries. So there you are showing up as yourself, Aries. And the thing about it is that you do have this natural leader. So it's like you almost kind of feel exhausted here with this Four of Swords energy because it's almost like you take it personally, like it's your fault in every situation where things don't work out. Because, like I said, Aries, it's like you're showing up as especially in this relationship, right? You're showing up as the natural leader, as the one who led with their heart, the one who led with, being given. But now it's being retracted. We're looking at the double fours energy here, the double tens. Okay. So Aries, there is a decision here where you did get up and you decided to walk away from it. You decided to not allow this situation to be yet one more one for you to have to struggle with and carry because ultimately it was just going to end in you crapping out. The Four of Cups. Okay. I can feel that that would make you a little bit numb when it comes to relationships here. Maybe even that could be how you're seeing this other person. Like, are they numb to like the things that were going on, or were you the only person that was feeling, and were you the only person that was having this experience of love while they were having a different experience? Now, okay, yeah. So now I'm seeing the triple force. Yeah, so like you're just completely withdrawing your time, withdrawing your from the this part. You're not allowing this person to live rent free in your mind anymore. You're not giving in any more of your heart. Okay, all right. The Knight of Wands energy, yeah, Aries. So I feel like the Knight of Wands energy on the back of the Knight of Swords energy here, Aries. It's like you're behind whatever it is that they have to say, whatever it is that they have to communicate to you. It's like you've already decided that you're not going to hear it. You've positioned yourself to where you're behind it. Like, you know what, I'm not going to hear it. Okay. They could also be spreading things about you, Aries, that I feel like you might have to have conversations with people about in certain ways because of maybe what they have said about you, either before the relationship ended or while the relationship was in the ending phases before the separation. And in that separation, you're kind of coming, you're having to come behind them and kind of clean up those things by, you know, showing people different with your actions. Okay, this person talked about you like you were a dog, and it's like you're having to prove that you're not that type of individual based off of your actions and doing. Ain't that something? The freaking four of wands. So now we got all fours on the table. Wow. Also, just to edit in, I just realized that the emperor is also representative of the number four. So you have five fours out here. And let me see. Five fours, double knights, double tens. Yeah. Okay. Back to the video. Wow. The thing is that Aries, I feel like you did want a connection with this person. You wanted like marriage with this person. Okay. Um, and I still feel like there's like a cycle of this where it's like there's some days where you still maybe feel like you want that or want them. You don't want all the, mess that may have come with it. You don't want the burden of what comes with them, but the idea of them in general, like you still feel for them, right? There's still that connection there, even though you're blocking it. And I just think that you're just really at this time uninterested, not only in them, but also just in experiencing a relationship at this moment. There's a part of you that you're still needing to heal. And that's okay, Aries. That's quite all right. Happy healing to you. I hope that you get through it. Let me know what's going on in the comment box below. I want to thank you again for your time. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next message, okay? Bye, Aries.